Here's a quick recap of the Monday, August 1st City Council meeting. A new apartment project has been given the green light by the council. Horning Companies is planning to build a 4-story, 43-unit apartment building at the corner of Blackfoot Street and Coon Rapids Boulevard near Mercy Hospital. The new building will include 20 studios, 19 one-bedroom units, and 4 two-bedroom units, as well as several amenities, including a roof deck. The current property owner also owns the adjacent apartment building formerly known as the Loftus Center, which has been rehabbed in recent years. Also this week, the City Council approved the final plat for a project in the Evergreen Industrial Park. Shop-Off Realty Investments is planning to construct a 32,000 square foot industrial building in the 8800 block of Evergreen Boulevard next to the old Honeywell building. The investment group purchased that 260,000 square foot building in 2015 and leased it to 2 businesses. No word yet on the tenant planned for the new building. The Military Softball Appreciation Tournament is returning to Sand Creek Park next month. On Monday night, the City Council approved a temporary strong beer and wine liquor license for the tournament, which runs September 9th through the 11th. The event raises money for several local nonprofits, which help veterans and their families. This is the 8th year for the tournament. And that's a quick recap of the August 1st City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.
Are you having fun?
Yeah! This year's Night to Unite celebration in Coon Rapids was a big hit despite the muggy temps. It was a chance for neighbors to meet new neighbors who live next door.
Puff, puff.
Food is one of the big things that helps bring people together.
There it is.
One of the highlights for many are the visits from the members of the police and fire departments. It's a chance for police officers like Josh Percola to show off their squad cars to children in a relaxed environment.
Coming to these parties here, it makes me feel like I'm not a cop. Like I'm Josh. It's me. My radar's completely down. It's a great time to ask questions and really get to know the people that live here in Coon Rapids.
There were officially 100 registered neighborhood parties in the city. 23 police officers, along with 6 reserve officers, covered the city to make stops at nearly every party. All told, there were nearly 2,000 adults and children who came out to attend this year's event.
This is a moment where people can just relax and enjoy themselves.
All right now, we all know this.
For the 5th Multicultural Night to Unite kickoff, people of Coon Rapids with heritage spanning the globe get a chance to share their cultures right in our community at Sand Creek Park. This event has seen its attendance triple since it started, with multiple cultures on display, its roots of different music and different food is what helps connect people.
Our neighbors put on performances of their cultural dance and music, and then we all can just talk, and get to know each other and see what our neighbors are up to.
And what better way to help expand people's horizons and understanding of different cultures than free food from the event?
We give away the food because we want people to try new things. These new things are made by their neighbors. And so it's a way of connecting people with their neighbors.
Connecting people with one plate and one conversation at a time.
It does help. It might be little bits, it might just be a ripple, but I think it helps. I think it helps open minds and gets people excited about spending time with their neighbors, getting to know their neighbors, meeting new people.
AMP Athletics in Coon Rapids is preparing to mark their first year in business with a big open house in August. The nonprofit organization helps youth learn the sport of cheerleading and improve their skills. AMP offers weekly classes, pop-up clinics and camps, competitive and exhibition teams, along with open gyms. Their mission is to offer high-quality cheerleading at an affordable price.
Yeah, we moved in the middle of the pandemic, so that was definitely interesting. It definitely had its own little set of challenges on top of just starting an organization to begin with, but the community came out and really gave us the support, and the interest was there, and it's just been growing ever since.
The open house will take place Saturday, August 13th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. There will be an open gym, food trucks, sweet treats, face painting, games, a bake sale, a silent auction, and raffles. AMP is located at 11521 Eagle Street in Coon Rapids. Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, July 19th City Council meeting. Coon Rapids continues to have the second highest credit rating possible from Moody's Investors Service, and that high rating means lower borrowing costs for projects. On Tuesday night, the City Council awarded the sale of more than $20 million in general obligation bonds to J.P. Morgan Securities. The company submitted the lowest bid with an interest rate of 3.1% for 20 years. The money will fund a variety of projects around the city, including a new fire station and this year's street reconstruction program. The city's favorable AA1 credit rating is in the top 15% of cities, counties, and school districts across the country. Moody's says Coon Rapids' key strengths include robust reserves and a manageable amount of debt. The union representing Coon Rapids police sergeants has reached a new labor agreement with the city. Similar to a previous agreement reached by the union representing police officers, it calls for a 3% wage increase this year and next year. There's also a market rate adjustment of 0.85% in both years to keep wages competitive with other police departments. Both the East and West water treatment plants will be getting new roofs. On Tuesday night, the City Council awarded the contract for the project to McPhillip Brothers Roofing Company in the amount of $785,000. Construction is expected to begin soon and should be finished by the end of the year. And that's a quick recap of the July 19th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.
This week, the golf spotlight comes to Minnesota. The 3M Open tees off this week in Blaine. With the Pro Tour right in our backyard, spectators are out in full force, not passing up the chance to see the best golfers in the world.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's a great opportunity to come out and see the best players in the world so close to home. So we weren't going to miss it. You know, we wanted to be here, and I wanted Jay to see the best players and how good they are.
While many have seen these golfers on TV before, seeing them with their own eyes just hits different.
You see them on TV, and you never know like the size, how big they are, small they are, tall they are. You know, to see them in person just gets you that perspective.
Sometimes a perspective they weren't expecting.
It's kind of funny. You think one of the pros, you know, might be 6'5", and the guy's like 5'9", right? So it's just cool to see them and see how far they hit the ball, and the way they can work the ball left or right, whatever, is really cool.
This year marks the tournament's 4th time here in Minnesota. For those who've experienced it before, it's another chance to see their heroes and grow the game.
I want to see Larry Fitzgerald today and Ricky Fowler, all those type of guys. Try and get more autographs than last time, because last time I didn't really get a lot of autographs, but and try and get more pictures this time.
I want to bring out my 2.5-year-old son Jay, come out to his first PGA Tour event. I grew up coming out with my dad all the time. Probably started when I was about 2, and so I just wanted to continue on this tradition. So we're excited to be here.
Tournament play starts on Thursday and goes through Sunday. Tickets are available online at 3mopen.com. Officials expect close to 15,000 fans per day.
Four touch. One. Close the space.
There are over 950 teams playing in this year's USA Cup at the National Sports Center in Blaine. The largest soccer tournament in North America generates about $25 million for the local economy.
It's exciting, and there's a lot of energy here in Blaine.
The tournament has welcomed back international teams for the first time since 2019.
When you bring people from different, countries, it adds more energy, vibrancy. You walk the campus and hear all the different languages.
Girls and boys teams from 18 different countries compete against U.S. teams from 22 states, including Minnesota.
Get an American visa, it's a really big miracle.
For coach Rudolf Belazhenets, who coaches the 16 and under boys team from Ukraine, getting visas to play soccer in the United States was something unthinkable just weeks ago.
We have here 55 people. It's a soccer team of boys and girls, and plus coaches and parents, so it kind of was really tough to get it in the wartime.
The team was helped by two friends from Minnesota who were on a mission.
The idea probably was formed about 10 weeks ago.
Edgar Matson and his friend and former college roommate Peter Waller traveled to western Ukraine to bring back a soccer team.
One of our biggest challenges was getting visas for the boys. And USA Cup helped us, and the U.S. Embassy was very gracious in Latvia.
Madsen and company had special t-shirts made for the teams.
That's the theme of our trip, is this is our dream.
A dream of hope for an end to the war in Ukraine. Coach Rudolph also happens to be a pastor with a mission to bring badly needed supplies back to Ukraine.
I am not only the coach, I'm the director of charitable foundation Family of Christ, and we are help for refugees, orphans, family in risk. And this is not just about soccer, it's to build relationship and to bring more hope for Ukraine nation.
The Hope for Ukraine Youth Refugee Tour will make stops in Duluth and Rochester next week. Then they'll return to the National Sports Center on Monday, July 25th for a farewell celebration. For more on how you can help, go to sourcemn.org/Ukraine Youth.
The primary election is just a few weeks away, and candidates are getting out the vote. This week, candidates running for 2 city council seats took part in a candidate forum.
How have you and might you collaborate with others to get the best outcomes on important issues to benefit the public?
The candidate forum, sponsored by the local chapter of the League of Women Voters, took place Wednesday night in the city council chambers. The 3 candidates for Ward 3 took turns answering prepared questions. There are also 3 candidates running for mayor, but only current mayor Jerry Cook participated. We will be airing the candidate forum in its entirety in the coming weeks on the CTN government channel on cable. It's also on our CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel. The primary election, which is Tuesday, August 9th, is meant to narrow the list of candidates in each race to 2. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you can't make it on Election Day, you can cast an absentee ballot at Coon Rapids City Hall. For more information, log on to mnvotes.org. The summer concert series has resumed following a brief break for the 4th of July holiday. Raquel and the Wildflowers took the stage Thursday night at the Coon Rapids Dam. The band out of New York, which formed in 2019, blends the sound of country music with a rock and roll drive. If you missed the concert, watch for it in the coming days on our CTN community channel on cable. 5 more concerts remain this summer. July 14th, Eric Christensen and his support group play the blues. On July 21st, it's the New Orleans brass and jazz sounds of the Dirty Shorts Band. And on July 28th, a little polka with the Shimoleski Funtime Band. Moving to August, on the 4th, Ecuador Manta plays Latin Fusion, and the concert series concludes August 11th with the Revolution 5, a Beatles tribute band.